I'm really excited. I just got the tank and my fenders and everything back from the painter, and man does it look sharp. The only thing I'm a little bit bummed out is that he lost this little clip right here, a little fitting. I even put tape around it, but maybe he was worried that it was going to crack when I took the tape off or something. But anyway, I'm going to go online and buy that. I'm going to do that OEM supplier, so just Google Yamaha motorcycle OEM suppliers, and you can get one of these online or just go to a dealer. So, but I can install this temporarily and get it on the bike just to show you how it works, and then I can lift this off later. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to notice that the chrome gauge housing is here. Okay, we want to hold the wires to the front, and if you'll remember this, just there's some little rubber bushings under here. Rubber bushings under here. We just slide that over the tank like so. And then this slides back. I put a little Windex on these rubber bushings so it slid back easier. So anyway, it slides back toward the back of the tank. And then if you have the fitting, go ahead and put that in. Now for the bottom of the tank, make sure that you take this little bent angle that we gave you. This was support to keep these from bending when the painter did it. So take that off and then reinstall the little plastic cap. And then let's go ahead and run our line down, our wires down through these little clips here. Run those down. And then reinstall this bracket on the back. The rubber bumper goes to the front, so it's the rubber to the front, and then go ahead and put that in place. And then this, the cables go through this little wire tie also. So everything comes out the back. And then we've got these lines just dangling. We're going to let those dangle down as we put the tank on. And then the other one is the vent line. Make sure you've got your vent line in place. We'll let that dangle down, and we're going to go ahead and put this tank on the bike. Now the rubber bumpers on the motorcycle go in these cutouts right here. I'm going to show you that. Make sure you've got those rubber bumpers on the bike before we install the tank on there. These two are the rubber bumpers that go in those cutouts that I showed you on the tank. I very carefully slid the tank up on the rubber bushings. If you'll notice, I got a great big roll of paper towel in the back just to raise the tank up so that I can work underneath there to get the fuel lines on. So we've got the two wires hanging out here. We've got our two wires here. And then go ahead and hook up your fuel lines. You'll notice I have a flashlight under there just working on it there. So hook up your both lines. Make sure that little plastic clip is in place so that that line can't come off. And then the other thing you'll have to do is make sure that the front vent line, I hope it's light enough so you can see that here. The vent line basically comes out here and then runs down and hooks into this little plastic canister right here. So make sure you got that vent line running down through here. There's the vent line right there. I'm going to hook that to that plastic canister. Before we bolt our tank down, make sure that these two wires come out and they run through these little clips, and then go ahead and plug them in over here. Make sure they click when you plug them in. Then the same with the wires on the back here. You got the big connector here, make sure it runs in and clicks, and then the other connectors down here. Plug that one in. Make sure that this goes under this bracket right here, and it does not get in the way of this little cutout there, because that's where your tank or your seat will clip in. You may even have to wire tie that out of the way. And then once you make sure everything's in there correctly, let's go ahead and put the two screws in the back of the tank, and it should be ready to go.